Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy ISSQ back in with another tech video. Today I want to bring you some breaking news. It's about 4 days late to this, but hey, better late than never, right? A motion has been put forth in the UK Parliament regarding scalpers and scalpers that use bots to buy gaming consoles and computer parts. Now I want to sit down, I want to read through this motion, but before we get into that, ladies and gentlemen, if you do enjoy today's video, please make sure to give it a like, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. If you're still looking for a RTX card or a Ryzen or a Radeon card, we got a Discord down in the description. Everyone's pretty on top of that, helping each other out, trying to find where the drops are. But without further ado, let's get right into this. So I'm just going to read off what it says and then kind of explain what's going on here and what it really means and everything. So the name of the motion is the resale of gaming consoles and computer components purchased by automated bots. Good start. They're actually going straight at the bot users and not just scalpers that are buying them one at a time, straight at people that are using bots to buy bulk items. But that is not the full extent of the bill or the motion, actually. I'll explain what the difference between that is. So the motion text, that this house believes that the new releases of gaming consoles and computer components should be available to all customers at no more than the manufacturer's recommended retail price, and not be bought in bulk and used by the use of automated bots, which often circumvent maximum purchase quantities imposed by the retailer. Calls on the government to bring forward legislative proposals similar to those introduced for the secondary selling of tickets, thereby prohibiting the sale of gaming consoles and computer components at the prices greatly above manufacturer's recommended retail price. And furthermore, this House and further calls on the government to bring forward legislative proposals making the resale of goods purchased using an automated bot an illegal activity, thereby denying unscrupulous vendors the chance to make themselves vast profits at the expense of genuine gamers and computer users, while also deterring the fraudulent cyber criminal activity. Ooh, that's a lot. Now, this is a really good start, and the motion has 26 signatures, which there's a lot of people in the UK Parliament, so it's not like this is passed or anything. The thing is that I'm not entirely sure about this, but I'm gonna check right now. So a motion in Parliament is actually not a law. It's not a proposed law like it is like in the US. We have bills that become laws. A motion is how do I describe it? If a motion becomes an order, it's a proposal to become order, and basically like we're calling on the rest of Parliament to create legislation that pertains to this topic, this order. It's basically like a rule. It's an order. It's Parliament needs to do this. This is what the motion is. If it gets enough signatures, then it becomes order. Then it eventually becomes debate, and then they draft a bill, and then it becomes law eventually. But it's a start nonetheless. It does have to start as a motion. In Parliament, I suppose I'm not fully invested in UK politics, so I don't know exactly what their legislative process is like. But nonetheless, it's still a great start. And the way they worded this is perfectly, because they're not only talking about scalpers in general, people that buy them just to resell them. It's those people, and it's also the people that use bots. It's just across the board. If you do any of this, it's no-go. Now, a lot of you viewing, actually I do have a lot of viewers in the UK, so mad props to you guys' Parliament. What I would do if I was living in the UK is I'd be calling on my MP to support this motion and to support this order to create legislation to prevent this. It's already there in Parliament. It should be supported, and it's kind of a no-brainer. It doesn't hurt the vast majority of people, and it actually benefits. It hurts like a minute amount of people. So when you're thinking about, legislation and you think about government, usually they try to say if it benefits the entire population, and it really actually doesn't matter, because that 1% is like, they're that 0.1% of people, not even, is hurting the rest of the population technically, or an entire group of people. So it shouldn't be that hard to pass. I'm not too sure what lobbyists are like in the UK or anything, if they even have lobbyists. I'm not entirely sure. But that's what brings me into my next point. Will we see something like this in the US? I hope so. But people are gonna say like we have bigger problems. Like I don't want to get too political, but we have the stimulus bill that hasn't been passed yet, and with the whole and then the whole DMCA law that's being rushed through. I don't want to get into that. That deserves its own video, and I'm still doing research on it. I'm talking to some other people about it, trying to get some more information about it. How does it actually affect streamers and affect content creators? I'm working on that, but that deserves its own video. But a law like that doesn't take much. There doesn't have to be a set in stone penalty for breaking the law. You can pass the law and just say make it illegal to begin with. You don't have to set that penalty for breaking it right away, even though they can. The problem that people have been bringing up is that big tech are big lobbyists in Washington, so it's hard to get that stuff passed. But in all reality, if you think about it, it'd be really good for them for a law like that to be passed. And I mentioned it in one of my videos about the Xbox scalpers and everything, how they're using I think some of them are using the All Access program in order to get the consoles, sell them, not pay back the loan. Looking back on it, I'm not sure how many people are doing that. I think the dumb people are, because I think because of this pandemic, we've seen a lot more people get into the scalping business, but it still helps because Microsoft knows where their customer base is. It's not scalpers. They know their customer base are gamers, families. They know that if this law is passed, it's going to help those people, and also there's a higher chance that you're going to see more people that want to spend more money in the Xbox ecosystem. Same goes for PlayStation, same goes for the Nvidia cards, Radeon cards, everything. It's a good look to support it because they know that the majority of their fan base, and actually I would say I'm willing to argue almost their entire fan base of any company, Sony, Microsoft, Nvidia, AMD, any of them, and Nintendo. I'll throw Nintendo in there even though we're all mad at Nintendo. They know that the majority of their fan base, actually I'm going to take Nintendo out because Nintendo doesn't care. Yeah, no, screw Nintendo. No, but these companies know that the majority of their fan base hates scalpers. So if they support the bill, it's going to put them in a good light. And it's a higher chance that they're going to, rake in more money. We know that eBay is going to be upset about it because they know that they're making buttloads of money on this. eBay is making a bunch of money on this. And it's mainly eBay. I was going to say OfferUp. I don't think they really make any money on this. Except for ads. Scalpers do like to buy the ads on those websites. So, yeah. But since this is happening in the UK, what can we do in the US to hopefully expedite the process of hopefully getting legislation in place to get something like this passed? Well, I'm going to say what every politician says. Contact your local representative, I think it's more likely, though, I probably should have mentioned this earlier, I think it's more likely that this would happen at a state level, state by state, because there's already a lot of states that have that ticket reselling law. That's not a federal law. To my knowledge, no, it's not. It's not federal law, but it is state by state. There are laws that say you can't resell tickets at a certain price and things like that. I think it's really likely that states would adopt a law like this way faster than the federal government. And that gets into the whole federalism thing, and I don't want to. I could go on for about an hour about federalism, and I don't want to do that. But what I would say is I would contact not only your federal U.S. representative, maybe your local representative that is in your state legislature. Tell them about what's going on. Bring up what's happening in the UK, and just say, I think that our state would benefit greatly from this law. And so the same thing to your U.S. representative, that you think the country would benefit from this law. I say this law, but I really mean a law, because there is no law to prevent scalpers of any sort of product at the federal level. But ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please make sure to give it a like, hit the subscribe button if you are new here and want to see more tech and gaming content. Hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a video. Yeah, I'm Ice Cube, and I'm out.